I'd tell you that this is the best time of your life. And you probably found that pretty disheartening, considering you just spent 7 hours at school, 2 at practice, maybe a couple more at work, and now that you're finally home, you have a couple more hours worth of homework to do, or a couple more hours to procrastinate before falling asleep. You're telling me that this is the best time of our lives, huh? This is as good as it gets? I just fell asleep next to a half-eaten bag of chips before even opening a book, and you're telling me that I'm in my prime? What could being waist-deep in assignments and expectations possibly have to do with the best time of my life? I never understood this, not until it was all over. Today, we're here to celebrate the class of 2018. We met the requirements, passed the tests, we accomplished something that took years of hard work, and we'll never have to take another SAT or AP exam ever again. But that's not my point. High school was never just about the tests and the presentations and the essays and the piles of homework. Those aren't the memories that are going to stick with us. I don't even remember the AP exams I took this year. My classes here at Geneva High School didn't change my life, but the people around me did. You're not going to miss quote journals, timed essays, pretending you finished your homework last night and not 5 minutes ago. Personally, I could go the rest of my life without ever hearing the words quote quiz again and be perfectly happy. It's not about that, though. It's that a few months from now, when you're somewhere strange with all these strange people, jacked up on way too many energy drinks because you have a 6-page paper due in 3 hours, and the only thing you've written on this paper is your name, you're going to miss DeWolf. You're not going to miss obscure calculus theorems that I already forgot, or the endless textbook problems. You didn't sign up to take another year of calculus, you know, after integrals ruined your life, because you just really, really love crying over math. You did it because you just really, really love Mr. Calla. When you're at the grocery store and you see some guy carrying protein powder and avocados, you're not going to wish you were back in physics class, trying to figure out how you can drop an egg from the 2nd floor without cracking it, but you are going to wish you were back in room 318, cracking bad jokes with J-Val. When you go to the dining hall for lunch, and you find yourself at the soft-serve ice cream machine, again, because the alternative is pizza that tastes like cardboard, you're not going to miss mac and cheese day. I mean, you might wish you had some mac and cheese, but you're really going to miss Alice the lunch lady. You're not going to miss having to swim for a grade, but what about Miss Natty? You can do without having to shove your backpack into a tiny locker, but what about your locker neighbor who you always talk to between classes? What about your coaches? What about your favorite teacher? The kid who you never really hung out with, but who always said hi to you in the hallway? What about seeing your best friends every day? Or your dog? Or your siblings? Or your grandparents? Or your mom and dad? The great poet Walt Whitman once wrote, "We were together, I forget the rest." And you will too. You're going to forget about all of the things you complained about in high school because they don't matter. They never did. What matters is everyone who stood by you all along the way, the people who made you who you are as you sit here in your cap and gown. You will remember them. So maybe our parents were right all along, which granted is usually the case. Maybe the best time of our life has nothing to do with what we're doing and everything to do with who we're doing it with. We all say we're ready to get out of here, to start our new chapters, to not have to do the dishes anymore or be home by a curfew, but that also means leaving behind everything and everyone that matters. So my advice to you all, to the people that I've known forever, and the people that I feel like I've known forever, make this summer count. Don't turn that page just yet, because you can't turn it back. Hug your moms and dads and grandmas and grandpas and everyone you love a little bit tighter. And while you're at it, tell them an extra time that you love them and you appreciate them and thank them for everything. The memories, the lessons, the friendships, the little things that you wouldn't trade for the world. And even if you are ready to move on, don't let go of all the good that has come out of this small town, the town we all call home. Cherish every bit of it, because someday, when you're older and settled down, and your son or daughter is waist-deep in assignments and expectations, you'll think of these days and tell them, with a smile, that this is the best time of their life. Thank you, and congratulations to the Geneva High School class of 2018.